Hey guys, it's Tara. I've trialed on the makeup, so that must mean that it's a beauty haul. This box is a mishmash of stuff that I bought myself, a lot of blogger mails, so press stuff that I got in the post to try, and also a few bits that I picked up at IMATS a few weeks ago. Got a big jumble of stuff and some really nice luxury pieces in there, so we better get started. A few weeks ago, I got a really exciting package from YSL and I'm a big fan of their makeup. All of these beautiful bad boys right here, which are very hard to hold, are all part of kind of the recent new additions in the Rouge Volupte Shine range. I'm a massive fan of the regular Rouge Volupte line. In a nutshell, the thing I like about these are that they are shiny, moisturising lipsticks, but they don't make your lips look thin. I have a much thinner top lip line and I tend to avoid glossy things just because it doesn't really do anything for my lips. I have a lot more control with, let's say, a matte. But these, just like the Rouge Volupte, have a very buttery feeling and they don't make your lips like shrivel up and look really, really small. I've got the shade 44, which is the lightest that I was sent, right here on my lips now. So it's a bit more of a milky nudie pink, which I quite like. Next from YSL, we have the Concentrated Instant Blur Rosy Glow Universal Balm to Powder, and I am so excited to try this. It's something I'm definitely going to need, and I love products that are slightly a bit more innovative and a bit newer. Like they bring something that has like that I haven't seen before or something I haven't tried before, and this is definitely that. It has a lovely soft balm waxy texture and then it just kind of rubs into nothing, and this is going to be perfect for me during the summertime when I do get a lot shinier. New York is going to be so hot this summer, and that's a problem I've never had to kind of deal with before, and I'm not a powder wearer really, so this is perfect for someone like me who likes natural finishes to their skin and doesn't like anything sitting on the skin looking very, very powdery. So basically when you get really shiny, really oily, take a little bit, pat it into the skin where you get shiny around your cheeks, down your T-zone, and it will just absorb all of the oils, kind of like a blotting paper. I got two things from Kiehl's at like a press dinner that I went to recently in New York, and I'm actually so excited. Usually when you get like press packages, there's not usually an awful lot in them that I use. I don't necessarily have a lot of problems with my skin, but since I went to New York, oh my god, I have just been wanting to try everything. Ever since I moved here in like the middle of winter, my skin has gone through so many changes. But these two things are definitely going into the stash, two things I actually needed. First up is the Breakout Control Targeted Blemish Spot Treatment. I have a little spot on my forehead today. So this is basically just one of those kind of, targeted spot treatments that you do. It says it has 10% sulfur and vitamin B3. And shown to rapidly reduce the appearance of blemishes. So I'm going to keep this for emergencies, and at least I have something now. This I'm really excited about. This is the Nightly Refining Micro Peel Concentrate. But what really caught me in the description of this, and something I really, really need, is it refines the feel of rough textured skin. That is something that I have been dealing with since I moved here. The air conditioning, the dry air in the winter, my skin has just been so up and down. It's finally gotten back to normal a little bit more since I started using oils to take away a lot of the dryness and kind of make my skin feel like it was before. But I'm still having rough looking skin. Like it's not really noticeable when I don't wear makeup, but I find that when I do wear makeup and in certain lights, you can kind of tell that the surface of my skin right around like the inside of my cheeks here is definitely rough. It's like a little bit bumpy and just not super smooth, and it's not cute. So yeah, this is just like, I guess, like a serum-y looking type concoction. You put it on under your moisturizer at night, and it also comes with a little pipette, so that's going to be fun to use. And oh, before I forget, I did promise in my last kind of beauty haul that I would tell you guys how I got on between the Real Techniques beauty sponge thing and also the beauty blender, and so many of you guys surprisingly were like Snapchatting me and tweeting me every now and again asking me what I thought of it. I really don't notice a massive difference between the two. Maybe if you were like a makeup artist and a professional, somebody that washes these an awful lot and gets a lot of use out of them, you know, you're obviously probably going to get a bit more longevity out of the beauty blender. But in terms of finish, application, I really don't notice that much of a difference, to be honest. I use this just to pat in my concealer all over my face. The beauty blender feels a little softer to the touch, but they both do the same job, and honestly if I was to repurchase again, I'd probably just get the Real Techniques one. A little new drop from Glossier. I love their packaging so much. They always do the nicest packaging. They released some new balm.com. So this is like the salve that they do that you can kind of use all over your body, but these ones are obviously for your lips because they're scented. The original one is not scented, and of course my favourite from the new little trio of flavours is the cherry one. I love the cherry one. It's got a really nice tint to it. It's more of a matte balm again, so it doesn't make your lips look really like glossy and like small. It's very, very nice. And I haven't tried the rose one, but a lot of people like the rose, and also there's a mint one. Onto some bits I picked up at IMATS, which is like a makeup convention in America. That I went to their New York one a few weeks ago, and I really needed a Z palette because I still have Anastasia Beverly Hills single eyeshadows that I've had since like last November that I haven't used because I haven't had any palettes to put them in. So I picked this up for about $17, and if you haven't heard of them before, they're basically just empty palettes with magnets, and I like these ones because you can see through them. But first and foremost, Sigma are known for their brushes, so I was so happy to get the opportunity to get some new eyeliner brushes. They do my favorite eyeliner brushes. If you want to be good at gel liner, if you want to be good at cat flicks, it's imperative that you have a great brush to apply it with, and I got some. So I got this kind of tapered crease brush that has a kind of a nice defining tip in it, so you can get right in there and be precise with the colour while blending out at the same time. But these are the 3 eyeliner brushes I went for. The EO5 is one that I've had before. I adore this one. I had one for years and I lost it last year, and the game just hasn't been the same since I haven't had it. So I re-picked it up. It's a great kind of fail-safe eyeliner brush if you want to do, you know, a good solid cat eye. But I did pick up a finer one, which is the E11. It's just a much smaller version to get a super fine flick. And then I also got this tiny little angled brush, which is the EO6. And then I got a few big brushes also. I got the soft angled contour, the F23. It's lovely and soft. It's perfect for doing a bit of blendy contour. It's not too dense or tough feeling. And then I was really curious about these tapered brushes. I've always wanted to try them. I don't know how they'll do. I use a lot of cream products, and I feel like sometimes these black synthetic hairs can really stick to cream products and not blend them out. But I really liked the look of these shapes. And then I also loved the look of this little flat kind of contour brush. I don't know, I feel like it could be a little bit denser, maybe a little bit shorter, but I've seen Nikki tutorials kind of use a brush like this. I just feel like maybe the fibres aren't quite right, but I'll get back to you guys. And then a nice little surprise, MAC sent me a few bits. Now the stuff is completely random that they sent me from the office. I don't know if it's still on sale. It's just kind of some random bits that they sent me to try out, and I don't know whether they're from collections or what the hell's going on. But I did get to try out some of them, and some of them were even on my face. But I picked out kind of like my favourite bits that I wanted to talk about. The first is this cute blush, and it's called What I Fancy. It's a satin finish, and it's just a good solid pinky, slightly peachy, solid coloured blush. So I'm going to give that a go. I know it's going to come out a little bit darker on my skin tone, which I like. If you're wondering what's on my eyes right now, I tried to show you guys on Snapchat, but it's really hard to get like a makeup selfie on Snapchat because it doesn't like focus. But I used this, what are these called? They're called the Eyeshadows by 9 in the Dusky Rose shade. So yeah, they're all just kind of nice neutral colours with a little bit of a rosy undertone. Not even that much, to be honest, but they're so beautiful. I forgot how nice MAC eyeshadows are to work with, and I don't know, it just brought back a lot of memories. I've kind of been caught up with Anastasia Beverly Hills for a long time now, so it was nice to just go back and realise how good MAC is as well. They just glide on. Even the neutral ones give so much payoff. I used mostly this kind of middle shade here to create my eye look today, with a little bit of this dark shade in the crease. And even this middle colour here, I thought it would blend into nothing on my skin tone. It has so much payoff. I used it in the crease, and there was absolutely no fallout, blended beautifully. And you know, I don't need to say much more about MAC eyeshadows, but this little mini thing is just as good as the regular size ones. I thought the quality might go down a little bit, but they're fab, and this is so easy to take away with me. So another gorgeous shade which falls very much in line with that palette is this foiled shadow in Joy Toy. And this is just one of those things that I feel like reminds me when you walk into MAC when you're like 18, 17, whatever, and you just drool over eyeshadows. Oh, this is gorgeous, and it has this fab little texture on it. It's basically just like a rosy undertoned bronze kind of colour. I also got my first cream colour base, and this is the shade Yellow Topaz, and it's basically just a cream colour base but with obviously a very light gold undertone. It's not like too orangey gold, it's a nice kind of fleck of gold, and this is great for all over the body. I don't usually go for gold highlight, let's say like on my cheekbones, but I think if you were really bronzed up and you had like a gold you know, shimmer oil on your body, this would just like complement that so much. So that is it. Those are my little new in beauty bits. Don't forget to leave any suggestions in the comments below, because I only showed you kind of things that I like to use. So if there's any other products you'd like me to try, leave it all in the comments below. Any tips, hints, whatever. You know I like to read them and reply. If you're feeling nice, show this video some love with a big like, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.